Every child has a dream, but not every child has an easy path to reach it. For Daniel, each school day began long before sunrise. He wasn't rich. He didn't own nice shoes. He didn't ride a bus to school. Instead, he walked for miles every single day, barefoot, through dirt roads, sharp rocks, rain, and burning heat. His family had very little, but they never stopped believing that education could change their lives. This is the inspiring story of a poor farm boy who refused to let poverty decide his future. Before the first rays of sunlight reached their small village, a rooster crowed outside a tiny wooden house. Inside, Daniel was still sleeping on a simple bamboo bed covered with a thin blanket. His mother quietly walked into the room. With a gentle smile, she softly touched his shoulder. "Wake up, my son," she whispered. "It's another school day." Daniel slowly opened his eyes and smiled back. Even though he knew another long journey awaited him, he never complained. He carefully folded his blanket and prepared for the day ahead. Outside, Daniel's father was already preparing his old farming tools. Years of hard work had left his hands rough and worn. Every sunrise meant another long day working under the hot sun just to earn enough for the family to survive. Before leaving for school, Daniel hurried outside to help. He carried a small basket and handed tools to his father. His father smiled proudly. "Thank you, son. It won't be long before your hard work is here in the classroom instead of the fields." Inside the house, Daniel's mother was preparing breakfast. There wasn't much, just plain rice and a few vegetables. Still, she served every meal with love. While Daniel ate, she quietly wrapped another small portion of rice with a boiled egg and a few vegetables and banana leaves. It wasn't much, but it was everything they could afford. She gently placed the lunch inside Daniel's old backpack. "I know it's simple," she said, "but I hope it gives you strength." Daniel smiled warmly. "Thank you, Mom." As Daniel walked away, he turned around one last time. His parents stood outside their tiny home, smiling and waving goodbye. Daniel waved back before continuing down the long dirt road. The school was miles away. Every single day, Daniel walked the entire distance with nothing protecting his feet. Morning dew soaked the grass as he crossed narrow paths between rice fields. He carefully crossed an old wooden bridge. The road slowly climbed into the hills. Sometimes he stopped for a moment to catch his breath and drink a little water from his old bottle. Then he continued walking. Sharp rocks scratched his feet. Small cuts became normal. Still, he never turned back. Finally, after walking for hours, Daniel could see the school standing in the distance. He smiled. He had made it once again. Some classmates noticed Daniel's bare feet. A few whispered, others laughed, but Daniel paid them no attention. He came to school for one reason: to learn. Inside the classroom, he listened carefully to every lesson. He raised his hand whenever the teacher asked a question. He copied every note with great care, knowing each lesson brought him one step closer to a better future. His teachers began to notice his determination. They saw a boy who never asked for pity, only for the opportunity to learn. During lunch break, Daniel sat quietly beneath a large tree. He carefully opened the banana leaves his mother had packed earlier that morning. Inside was the same simple meal she had prepared with love. Before taking his first bite, Daniel smiled. He knew his parents had worked hard just so he could eat today. As he ate, he looked at a small family picture he always carried inside his notebook. It reminded him why he had to keep going. One afternoon, Daniel noticed another student sitting nearby without any lunch. Without hesitation, he divided his own food into 2 small portions. Neither of them had much, but both finished lunch with grateful smiles. Daniel had learned something important from his parents. Even when you have little, there is always enough kindness to share. When school ended, Daniel began the long journey home. The afternoon sun slowly turned into a beautiful orange sunset. His feet were tired, his legs were sore, but his heart was happy. As he approached the house, he saw 2 familiar figures waiting outside, his parents. The moment they saw him, they smiled. Daniel ran toward them with all the energy he had left. The 3 embraced each other tightly. For them, this simple reunion was the happiest part of the day. Inside the house, Daniel proudly showed his notebook and homework. His parents admired every page, not because of perfect grades, but because each page represented hope. Years later, Daniel earned a scholarship. He graduated from college. He found a good job. His first salary wasn't spent on himself. He bought sturdy work boots for his father. He repaired the family home. He purchased better farming equipment to make his parents' lives easier. The little boy who once walked barefoot to school had finally fulfilled the promise he made years ago. Daniel's story reminds us that success isn't measured by where you begin. It's measured by how determined you are to keep moving forward. Poverty may slow your journey, it may test your strength, but it doesn't have the power to define your future. Sometimes, the longest road leads to the most beautiful destination. So if life feels difficult today, keep walking. One day, every step you take may become the reason your dreams come true.